Okay, so for this video, we're going to be talking about the articulation of the knee. So you want to think about how it's not just bending and straightening the knee, as a lot of people think about the knee. There's actually a rotational component, and it's it's elongated, so you don't want to think about it as like twisting in place, although you can do that. You actually want to think about almost like stretching taffy with a twist, kind of like that. So it's a more subtle and drawn out rotation. It's not something you need to do here, especially under load. You really don't want to do a lot of twisting like that because that can be harmful to the knee, especially if you already have a knee problem or if you're getting over a knee surgery. You don't want to wrench through the knee like that. So what we're going to do here is, go between straightening the knee and bending the knee in a seated heel slide, okay? So as I'm doing that, I can hold my body, I can stabilize with my other leg, I can see what I'm doing by looking down at my foot, and I can reach, unlike lying on my back. I can actually reach, and I can put one hand on my femur and my thigh, one hand on my lower leg here, the tibia and the fibula here, and I can actually feel and guide some rotation. So I want to make sure my hip stays in neutral, and my leg is kind of maybe slightly out, but definitely straighter. What we definitely don't want is like a buckling in like this, especially when we're flexing. So it should be pretty steady. So I'm mostly articulating, moving my lower leg as I slide my foot on the ground. Now, I want to put a little weight forward maybe, at least so I can kind of hear. I'm gonna have to use this leg to offload this one. But this is where I can start to understand, like as I bend, I want my shin kind of turning in without the knee buckling, and I want to keep my knee relatively out as I flex, like a squat, like more like this versus like this. So it's kind of turning in and then turning out relative, not the hip turning out. That one's a little tricky too. You got to keep the hip neutral and turn out at the knee as you lock. Flex and internally rotate, extend and externally rotate at the lower leg, not the hip. Okay, and that's that one.